Hiring for your organization is one of the single most important activities that you will do. When you hire the right way and you're able to add value and you're able to add the right people to your organization, it absolutely changes your growth. It changes your culture. There are four main reasons that are important as to why you should love hiring. And the first is that anytime you hire, you are creating an opportunity to bring new and fresh ideas to your organization. Retention is amazing, but sometimes the longer that you have the same people in your organization, the easier it is to kind of just become ingrained in thinking the way that you have always thought. And when you add in new people, you add a new perspective, new ideas, new skill sets. One of the best ways to elevate your organization or to increase innovation, increase creativity is to add new people. And not just anybody, not just a body, not just a pulse, but to add the right type of person to your organization who's going to fit your culture and who has a specific experience and a specific skill set that you know you might not already have. And by adding this person, you are able to immediately see the value, immediately see an increase in new ideas and brainstorming and energy that you hadn't thought of before. The next thing is interviewing allows you to be the gatekeeper to your organization. When you interview, that is the one time that you have all of the power in whether or not you bring somebody on to your organization. So as the gatekeeper, it is your job to protect your culture, and it is your job to protect the people who already work for you. So when you are interviewing, it is your job to protect everybody who is already in your care, to make sure that anyone who you bring through that door is going to add value, who's going to be fun to work around, who people are going to enjoy spending their time with, and this person is going to make a positive contribution to your organization. You should have that mindset when you're interviewing someone. Would I invite this person over to my house for dinner? Would I want to spend 8 hours a day with this person? Because if you are not enjoying just being around somebody in an interview, if you're not sensing connection or sensing a rapport that's established, don't hire them. Don't hire somebody that you don't even enjoy being around, because that person is going to be around your people and your customers. So to protect your people and to protect your customers and to ensure that you are able to provide a great experience, you need to be very diligent and have very high expectations of what you allow through that door. The next thing is that when you're hiring, if you hire the right person, if you do it the right way, if you have the right mindset of you're willing to deal with a short-term pain for a long-term gain, you're willing to hold out for the right person, you're not going to compromise, you're looking for the right person who's going to fit in your organization. By doing this, you are helping to shorten the vicious cycle of hiring over and over and over again, because when you get the right people in the door, they're adding value, they're fun to be around, they're creating positive change, they're bringing in fresh new ideas, and they stick around. Especially if you have done your job of making sure that you do have a great culture, you do have a great team of existing people, you are providing great customer service, and then you bring this person into the door and you're giving them an amazing experience to leave you. They're going to want to do their best for you and work for you. So when you have the right people in the right seats, this really does cut down on the amount of times that you have to hire. And hopefully you're only hiring when, one, you're either adding new positions to the organization because you're growing, or two, someone is retiring and it is a celebration and it's time to bring in new ideas and new perspectives and new energy, because that will again take your organization to the next level. And the last thing is that when you're hiring the right way, when you're hiring the right people, they're joining your organization, they're bringing value, this lets you focus on other issues. So instead of your number one issue being hiring and retention, because you're not focusing on people from the very beginning, you can then change that. You can have the right people on board. People are working together as a team. They're having respect for each other. They're taking care of your customers. They're doing high quality work. And then as a business, your thoughts and efforts and energy and time and resources are focused on differentiating yourself and scaling and being able to take new risks and pivot and adapt to the changing market and honing in on your brand identity and offering more benefits and honing in on your culture to make it even better. You can start to really do the work that you want to do, that you're set out to do, instead of always having to deal with this people issue of hiring over and over and over again, or having toxic or bad attitudes, or people not showing up to work on time because they're the wrong people, because you didn't set that standard, because you weren't the gatekeeper that you needed to be, and not letting them through the door. Hiring is so important to your business. It is the number one activity that you do that shapes your culture.